You work with them every day, and you probably think you know your coworkers pretty well.
You might want to think again. Chances are someone you know is stealing from work. And as 4 on Your Side's Lenise Week shows you tonight, it's costing you money.
When you think about someone stealing from work, you probably see this. Someone taking a few bucks from the till. But when a thief hit Moe's Market and other downtown Milwaukee restaurants owned by Johnny Vassallo, it wasn't a few bucks. It was tens of thousands of dollars.
Just awful, just very saddening, especially with as hard as the rest of the employees work. I was sad for myself, but I was as if the negativity permeated our entire culture. It was very disheartening.
Johnny V found the perpetrator, his former bookkeeper, and pressed charges. Last week, a judge sentenced Lisa Hillsley to a year behind bars where she'll have company. Ann Wilkerson of Heartland was recently sentenced to 8 years at Tachita Correctional Institution for ripping off more than $800,000 from her former employer, Shore West Realty. Those are just 2 examples of a growing problem. One survey estimates 6% of revenue is lost to theft each year. That's billions of dollars.
The more money they get, the more greedy they get, and the more bold they get. And they sort of start to have this feeling that they're not going to be caught, and even if they were, no one could prove it because they're so great.
Fraud examiner Tracy Coenen is an accountant turned detective. When a business owner suspects money is missing, she's called in to find it. She calls it a tricky job because modern-day thieves tend to use elaborate computer scams and paper pyramids to do their dirty work.
Find checks that were altered or forged, doing things with expense reports, doing things with trying to verify the validity of vendors.
So how does this affect you? If your boss is losing money to theft, you can't expect that nice big raise. And chances are your boss will also start watching everyone more carefully.
The most important thing to have is to have policies and procedures in place that are checks and balances.
Security expert John Powers says that means tracking voicemail, email, even individual computer keystrokes.
Employees do need to realize that when you work for a company, from a security standpoint, you all are on the same team.
And when you see someone on your team break the rules, remember, you're paying for it too. Lenise Weeks, today's TMJ4.
Many companies have a confidential hotline or Dropbox where employees can report suspected theft or other problems. If yours doesn't, check with the Human Resources Department or your supervisor.